Meet the new boss, same as the old boss. It's more than a who line. It's talking about the cross-country program at UIndy. Brad Robinson, a longtime assistant and former Greyhound runner, is in his first year now as the head coach of both the men's and women's programs. We'll talk to him and some of his top athletes as we talk Greyhound cross-country here on the UIndy Experience. Brad, congratulations, and I know it's been kind of a whirlwind. What's it been like these last few weeks?
Thank you, first off. It's been exciting more than anything. Being an alumni, coming back, having the opportunity to be a head coach at your alma mater definitely means a little extra rather than just being a head coach anywhere else. So that's the exciting part. And it's been a little bit of a whirlwind because the position has officially been thrown into it. It's a little late in the season for when they would officially open it up. But it's been exciting. Nice to know the faces going into the program. That's made the transition a little easier. So we're not too far behind the ball, but have been a little bit of catch-up in organization more than anything.
Lay them on me. What's going to make this a good fall for your teams?
We're always trying to be as competitive as we can in the GLVC. That's kind of one of the top priorities. So pretty much top 5 at least, bare minimum overall. Really trying to shoot for top 3 is what we're striving for, expectations-wise. The ladies feeling pretty confident we can do that. The minutes a little deeper overall, it seems like, unjustly. Unfortunately, not as many red shirts or down years of graduations. So the men's side's a little more stacked, just slightly, not by much to short the ladies anything. But it's going to be tough overall. We've got a pretty deep conference to where ultimately we're looking to achieve a short year span, maybe 4 years down the road, achieving to be conference champions. And if you can do that in our conference, then you're probably able to be top 10 in the country.
No doubt about that. Kind of the story's the same with all the athletes we're talking to today. The semester is just starting. You guys have probably been here working out on campus for the last 2 or 3 weeks. Overall, my guess is you're kind of ready for the season to get started, correct?
Yes. We have our first meet this Saturday, and I'm ready to see what we can do.
Was it kind of a nice balance to be able to have classes today so you can kind of not be going through 2-a-days and have something else to think about other than just training?
Yeah, I had all of my classes that I'll have this semester I had today, so it was a good change of pace for me, I guess.
All right, so actuarial sciences is what you're majoring in, correct?
Yes.
All right, what are you hoping to do with that? You're only a sophomore. You got plenty of time, but once your running days are over here, what's that major going to do for you?
I would like work in an insurance firm or maybe like a retirement agency where you like save money in order to be able to.
So, like, are you computing numbers as you're out there running? Like, are numbers always going through your head?
Sometimes, like, when I get to, like, if I'm in a 5-mile run and I do 1 mile, it's like 20% done.
So this is what happens when you watch A Beautiful Mind. See, you see all the numbers flashing up on the board and things like that happen. Tell us about your freshman year, at least from a cross-country perspective and from a track perspective as well. What was it like being a student athlete here a year ago?
I was able to manage my time well, but my cross-country season was pretty terrible. I ran awfully. I did not do good at all, so I think the adjustment was pretty big. Coming from a small school, we didn't do as much mileage, so getting up there in the 30s and 40s was a difficult change.
I know it's kind of a bit of a transition for you and your teammates with a brand new head coach. How's that going for you and the team?
I think it's going pretty smoothly. I mean, he's been on the staff for several years now, and I mean, it's almost like we haven't lost a step, really.
Yep. Putting in the miles, speaking of putting in steps, what's kind of the mileage count up to you right now on a weekly basis?
Right now, it's floating around 65 and 70. I had a little bit of an injury there toward the end of summer. My lower back was getting back to me again. But I think it's going away now thanks to the training staff, and so yeah, I'm looking to hit probably 80-ish come mid-season and then fall down from that.
I'd refer to that as a lifetime achievement award, but again, it's different between Matt and myself that you can see on camera. What are some of the goals you set for yourself for this your junior year?
I've set to be top 3 consistently. That was a big challenge for me last year. I was 6th and 7th and 5th occasionally, but seeing we have a really young team, I figure also being a good leader, setting a good example, not just for this year, but the next year and the next year, so on and on.
You guys have been putting in the mileage for the last couple of weeks, but now you kind of balance the athlete part with the student part with classes starting. How's that balance going for you so far?
It's going really well. It gives me something to do besides sit down and relax my legs. I get to actually learn stuff and see other people besides the team, and it's nice to reconnect with people and professors that I haven't seen in a while.
Well, it's kind of why we started the place, learning stuff. Kind of an important thing here at
Exactly.
UIndy. What's the major for you?
I'm double majoring in sport management and business administration, so woohoo!
and a couple of years before you got to even worry about this full time, but what are you hoping to do with those two different majors here at UIndy once you graduate?
Still trying to figure that out,
Yeah.
but the professors here do a really good job at trying to figure out ways that you can go to and internships and probably event management, but you never know. Whatever I get.
Yep.
How about that?
Sounds good. All right. Only 9 runners on the team this year, which is a far cry from what it's been the last few years. What does that mean for your teammates as far as training and practice and competition and things like that?
We've all got to step it up a little bit because there's only 9 of us, which means that's our regional roster right there.
Yep.
And I think we're going to be a pretty good pack. We have a pretty good group of us that will run pretty good together, and I think we can go pretty far.
Forever